Good morning. Gosh, doing a little bit of the farm today. I don't know if you saw Lexi or Bucket stream. Look, I got one more nugget and then I can start the bait. I don't know if you saw Lexi or Bucket stream yesterday, but wages are being cut. Alright, it's 1-for-1 on bacon, isn't it? I don't have 98. Oh, I made brioche, that's why. They're cutting wages by 20% for all the employees. I am not with everyone else. I understand how this server works. Okay? I've had a talk with a few people, and they made me realize that, you know what? They have a point with what they're saying. This is a cops and robbers server. If say I work at the restaurant all day and get $100,000, and the car I want costs $500K, then in a week I have that car. There's no real point to, So, the whole point is to promote the cops and robbers. I mean, this is GTA, for example. But on the other hand, they have people who don't want to do crime. They have people who don't want to do cops. I understand that. But if it's for this right here, I'm with Bucket and Lexi, actually. This is not a bad thing for the server. Alright, raw pork, it's made into bacon. I see where they're coming from. Let me put it that way. I know a lot of people would be like, yeah, but I talked to them after after everyone had left, when it was just me, Lexi, and Bucket. I talked to them, and there's not really much they can do there, and what they're hoping is that the pay will cause that. Bucket upped the price of alcohol, so I'm gonna start making alcohol for him again. I'm gonna have 400, or 500 today. I might start asking Gia and Boujou, who helped me yesterday, to start going after these farms, to help me go get some wheat, water. That way I can, produce I can keep up with the glass that they're giving me. Yeah, they had 6 of us in the restaurant the other day, all clocked in. We were all just doing nothing. So I see the point. I really do see the point Bucket and Lexi make. I did not go to MRPD. I went to MRPD to see the crowd, but I did not sign the impeachment because I don't believe it's necessary. Yeah, and then I love the fact of the whole thing. My favorite thing about last night was when Bucket said, well, why didn't y'all call me with this and tell me about this? Because here's the truth. I've called Bucket about farm stuff so many times. I've called Hatchie, I've called Dan. I've called them every time I have a question or a problem with the farm. That's a city issue, not, like a server side. So he's right. I do it. I've called them. Every time I've needed to talk to him, I've called him. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna wait till the alcohol's done. I'm gonna wait till I restock the restaurant. This is what's taking up all the weight. I'm making bottles, but I'm gonna take those out. And then I'm gonna go ask, Gia and Boujou if they'll help me to empty the entire wheat farm of all 3,000. Then I'll turn it into powder, go get 3,000 water, and then, make the yeast again. But, PD, I think, went to Harry. And Harry didn't call Bucket or Lexi, but that he's not there to do everything. But Bucket's 100% right. If they had a problem, he answers his phone. It doesn't even matter if, he's busy doing a crime or something. He'll answer his phone and be like, hey, I gotta call you back. But I'm not gonna say I stand with Bucket and Lexi. because we don't stand, their government. But I'm not mad at them. And I didn't want to say anything last night because I'd have been ostracized. So I do have to apologize to y'all. I told y'all I was going to stream Gia's hide and seek. Hi, Paul. Hi, License. I told y'all I was going to stream Gia's hide and seek. What happened was after the meeting, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do the meeting. She didn't want to do the hide and seek after the meeting. So what happened was Buju talked her into it, but I didn't know. So I came into their hide and seek, like when everybody was finding the guy. And then they asked me to hide, and it was over in like 20 minutes. But, me and Gia just left instantly after it was done. Because I was up very late, and I was up very late last night. Today might be a short stream. I might finish getting all the farm stuff, but I have a lot to get. I mean, I'm going to be here for a few minutes. I need to get the nuggets. The nuggets are done. I need the bacon to start now. I need, tortillas. Okay, tortillas I can make in-house. Let's see what I need. I need eggs, water, flour. I need all the... That's up here now. I was about to jump down. But I have a feeling that it is going to... Let's see, 20 is 100, so I need 30. Because I need 150. I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna not show up for work anymore. That's not gonna be me. I don't work for them because I need to work for them. I work for them because, well, I like doing the restaurant at Bob. Even though it was most of the time it was just me, I enjoyed doing it. And now that I work with a crew, I really enjoy doing it. And people still need to eat. People are still gonna want food. And I'm gonna try to adjust my prices to where the food doesn't have to go up too much. If I have to go back to $15 for Burger Shot, then I will. Oh, by the way, it was in his bucket stream. Everybody cheered for that guy that works deliveries and garbage and usually is able to talk. Yeah. Well, he has a point. They put all this stuff in the server. They put the garbage job, the delivery job. They put extra ways to go. It's not the fastest way to make money. It's not the best way to make money. But it can offset. One run of garbage will offset that 20% if you just work a normal, 2 or 3 hour job. Doing one run of garbage with 4 people. I mean, me, Heather, Gia, and Buju could go do garbage 3 or 4 times. They could keep everything I get. And that offsets my entire wage for the day. Everything I would make that I lost, I would make there. And the one guy who impressed me was one of the very last guys who said, the only thing I'm hearing is people bitching about not being patient to get their new toys. 100%. They're all crying that now they have to wait an extra day to buy that car. And it's FOMO. It's fear of missing out. They're afraid someone else is going to come buy that car before they do. I understand that. Destroying the secondary car market, there is a point to that. That car I bought for John, right? I bought it for $677K. So, say somebody else bought one for the double price it was, 1.5. Well, now, even if they sell it back to the dealership, they're taking a massive loss. If they try to sell it, they're not going to be able to sell it for what they paid for it. So I understand that fact. But I also understand that supply and demand. In the beginning of the city, Harry was flush with money because everybody was buying up cars. Because there was a demand. Now, the supply is there. The demand's not there anymore. So the car prices went down because nobody was buying cars. And everyone in here knows that I love Dan and Hash. But this is kind of Dan's mess that he just left. And I'm not going to say he did on purpose because, real life stuff happens. Whatever, if they're going through something right now, Dan and Hatchie, if you hear this or if y'all are watching, if something is going on, everyone in Redline is in my prayers. For happy life, happy health, wealth, all of that. I pray for all of us. Because somebody, you know, it's just, somebody should. You know, we're a community. I take care of my community when I can. I try to promote the community. I try to foster growth by telling y'all to join, to go subscribe to others. It's a little thing I can do. I'm praying for Gramps right now. You know, I miss Gramps. He was always fun to interact with. Okay, so I need to take these out so I have room for the tortillas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go pick up something. Let's go get the... What do I need the least amount of? Pickles. Okay, we'll go pick up the pickles. I'm gonna pick up 40 of them. And I'll sell 20 on the market. But we don't need a lot of pickles. You know what? Let me get 60. I'll keep 40 at the restaurant because we did... You know what? Yeah, 40 at the restaurant will be fine. Because you get 2 pickles, you get 4 slices. So that's, what, 160 pickle slices? Well, I think they probably went to Prodigy. I'm going to be honest. I think they probably went to go try out Prodigy. I don't know that because I think they would stream that if they did. So I don't know, but that's the biggest hurdle right now is a lot of streamers are going to Prodigy. Lolly was in the server last night as her Latin character. She was doing the hide and seek with us. She stole Bucket's monster truck and painted it yellow and put a Mexican flag on it. But like a lot of them are going to Prodigy right now because it's new and I understand. I'm talking about going back to MW temporarily, you know? But I'm going back there to talk to people. I'm not going there to RP. I'm going there literally to hang out with people. It's like after work when you go hang out with your friends. Redline has that for me, you know? And MW has it. I'd hang out in both. I don't think Sierra's going back to MW because being a medic requires time. It really does. Because you have to work 10 hours to get a promotion, and unfortunately, Sierra would probably have to start from the beginning again. They know I know what I'm doing. They know I've done it before. But, kind of wish I could have done medic in this one with Sierra, to be honest. But then again, medic works different. In MW, the money comes from the void. Like the government, there is no government. All the money is just auto-generated from the void. Except for the restaurants. The restaurants and mechanics actually have to pay their employees out of their wage. So like say Gia makes $1 million. All of a sudden, she'd have to start paying our salary. Like out of her money. But EMS and PD, that money comes from the void. In that city. And I proposed that to Bucket last night, you know. I mean, if y'all watch his stream, or Lexi, she was standing right there. And I understand their reasoning for not doing it. Because then, you know, owners would be like, look, y'all can't work right now, and it prevents RP. So I get the point of it. Alright, I gotta remember to drop these nuggets off at the restaurant. When I get this alcohol done, I'm gonna call Bucket or I'm gonna call Lexi, one of the two, and tell them, hey, I got alcohol for you. They bumped it up to 7. It's half now. We get 50% of the alcohol sale. Bucket's paying $75 per bottle, so it's 750,000. No, 75. Yeah, no. Yeah, 75,000 per 100 now. And I'm happy about that. But, there's no way. He would, 50 was where we settled. He would not budge over 50. He wanted to pay us $5,000 for 100 bottles of alcohol. That was his initial offer. And I told him, there's no way no one's gonna do it. You know, it costs so much to get the farm started up to make it that there's no profit. There would be profit in it, but no one would do food. We would literally, especially with how they adjusted the ingredients, no one would be doing alcohol right now. No one. Because if we only made 5,000, it's not worth the time or effort. I could go work for Burger Shot for 20 minutes and make that money. But we settled on that because it was a third of what he could sell it for. So Bucket's now bumped it up to a half. I have no interest in joining a new city this close to GTA 6. Because anyone I get to know is eventually going to, like the friends I have in MW, if they're on the PlayStation, which I don't know if I want to go back to PlayStation. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. But if they have a PlayStation and they want to play GTA 6, and Redline has stuff, I might tell them to come into the GTA 6 server I'm in and try it out with the people at Redline. Because you have to remember, they're not going to be able to passcode servers in GTA 6 Online. There isn't going to be no whitelisting for servers. There are no private servers in Rockstar. There might be in GTA 6, I don't know. But as of now, the only way you can get a private server in GTA Online is to make an invite-only or private server. I just hope they up the limit. Like there's more than 30 per room. Like there is in GTA Online right now. I think they're going to incorporate a lot of 5M stuff into GTA 6 Online. But here's my question. When GTA 6 releases, is it going to have online? Because from what I heard yesterday, I was looking at something saying that it won't have online. On a release, online will come later. Because I know when GTA 5 released, it was about 2 or 3 weeks before online servers started up. Alright. Drop the nuggets in. But yeah, I don't work here because I need the money. Because y'all see I don't. I work here because it's a great way to interact with people. That's the truth. No one can deny. I need some food. I'm gonna cook four French fries. It's a great way to interact. It's a great way to meet people in the city. It's a great place to just hang out with people. It won't have online on release. No official word. It'd be funny if online was like 3 months later. Let everyone try to beat the game. I'm afraid the story mode is gonna be short. Like finished in a day or two. PlayStation ecosystems only? Yeah, true. Complex to beta test while also beta testing story mode. Katana. I'm sure online will ship with the game. It's too big of a major component to leave out the PC. Oh, the PC's gonna have online day one. And somebody was I was looking through Reddit last night just for in giggles, and somebody was saying that 6M will be out on PC before GTA 6 will be out on PC. And I was like, you have to have GTA to play 5M, but I don't know. But they're like on day one when GTA Online 6 or however, I don't know what they're gonna call it. GTA 6 Online launches, they were like, day one, 6M is gonna debut with it. Alright, let's lock the door. Get the pickles back to the farm. A French fry first. You know what? That's a very good question. Are they gonna have crossplay? Because I know they were talking about trying to make it crossplay where, you know, all... I doubt it, because this is PlayStation we're talking about. They're very particular. But that'd be interesting. Arc is crossplay. I could play with PlayStation people and Xbox people at the same time, so it can be done. Let's see, I only need potatoes and tomatoes. I only need 3 things from off the farm. Oh, yesterday, my hiding place, was over there. If y'all look, I'll put my third eye on it. That trailer that's right above my thing, that's where I hid. I was inside there. I was dressed as a local, and I had a pretty convincing 2 people would have won. But they walked in, thought I was a local, and turned around and left. I only called one of them out because he, ran up to me. And if he'd have talked, I would have told him. But he ran up and said, nope, local, and turned around and left. It was funny. King found me first. And then, I can't remember who found me second. I doubt PlayStation's gonna allow RP on console. I highly doubt, because while I still think PlayStation is the best console, I will say that I think PlayStation is a better console than Xbox. PlayStation is too strict on what they will and won't allow. I remember when Fallout 4 got mods, and it had to be PlayStation approved. People were so pissed off. Because we had seen all these settlement building tools and all that for the PC that they're like, no. But mainly I think people wanted skimpy outfits. Like whenever I see somebody posting pictures of modded stuff, it's always like armor or swimsuits or something like that. That's human nature. But I doubt that it's gonna be crossplay, and I doubt RP. I just wonder if they're gonna, yeah, they might. I wonder if they're gonna allow people to be cops, though. That's something I don't know if Rockstar's gonna do. You know, I don't know if they're gonna allow EMS and cops and all that. Because what I mean by that is, I'm gonna use Smitty as an example, but this is just an example. This is not how it's run in the server. Like, I'll take Harry and Smitty, okay? They run, let's say, for example, they run EMS and PD. Well, then they control what's gonna happen, who's gonna get hired. And Rockstar doesn't like that. If you've played any kind of Rockstar game, you know they want to be in control. They don't want anyone to do something in the server that they don't want done. So I don't know if they're gonna allow stuff like that. That's one of the things about Rockstar, like, I remember there was a way to be police officers in GTA Online on the PlayStation. You had to basically glitch your way into the police station. You couldn't lock the cells, so you just had to, like, honor code it. You had to buy the cop cars for the ridiculous amounts they wanted. But I remember them trying it. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, you had to glitch your way. You had to use a building in the creator mode to glitch your way into the police station. I remember trying one of those servers and just being like, it caused more problems, let me put it that way. It caused more problems than it did. It's fun. Okay, so, the wine is whining. This is going down, that's great. The bacon will be done later. Did I start? Yes, I started the tortillas. They'll be done fast. So I need potatoes and tomatoes. I need beans, brains, potatoes, tomatoes. I started writing lyrics for a song, but it's not for me. It's for someone else. Yeah. I wonder, I don't know, like, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, I'm very, let me put it this way. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful for GTA 6. But I'm not getting my hopes up. Because I've seen too many games that are like, this is gonna be the greatest game ever. And then you play it and it's just boring. Like, it's the same thing. There's only so many fetch quests in Skyrim you can do before you're just like, I don't care. There's only so many escort missions you can do before you're like, I'd rather just kill the person. I'm hoping it's not just a bunch of repetitive, go to this place, go to this warehouse, like Mafia 3. Go to this warehouse, shoot these people. Go pick this up, bring it back. Go to this warehouse, shoot these people. So I'm hoping they give us something like a good experience. I know, yeah. That's why I think it's gonna do bad. It's gonna be the best-selling game of all time. I'm gonna tell y'all both that right now. It's gonna be the best-selling game of all time. But I believe within the first 5 or 6 months, the hate it's gonna get. Because people have amped it up to be like this second coming of video games of Mario. And I mean, the hate it's gonna get. And then I have a feeling, I know it's been in design all this time. I know that they're like, we're not releasing an unfinished game. But I have that feeling that day one there's gonna be a patch that's almost the same size of the game. And it's gonna take up probably 60% of your memory of any console. It's probably gonna be so big that you're gonna have to delete every other game just to install it. Okay, good. Okay, so I got the pickle. I don't need I don't need to take anything. Because the white wine's producing. So let's go get potatoes. I need to turn that on. What farm was that? The pickle farm. Yeah, I need these farms. Once this gets to 1,000, then I can go. I'm gonna grab this today because I'm out of yeast. I have like 100 left. So I need to make more of this. So I need to grab all this, and I'm gonna ask Ian Boucher to help me. Let me see. They damaged my vehicle? Not really. I damaged my vehicle. I damaged my vehicle. Like, I believe they follow the road. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. I have a feeling that when they get over here, like, they go up this road, pick it up, go back down this road. As we all know, when I get right here, I just cut straight through. Actually, it's probably more like right here. Because I'm on this bridge. And that damages my truck an awful lot. Plus, when I'm coming across this bridge, you know I ram everything. My original hiding place for hide and seek was gonna be right here. Right here in the middle. But, because I had a couple of clues. But I can still use that one. They can't use this stuff in-game. What I should have done, and I thought about it afterwards, I hid right, here. This is where I was hiding. I should have went into the crowd of people here, just as the local, and just sat down, and did the emote, where it's just like, you know, nothing. Just waving your arms around. This was the emote I wanted to do. I wanted to do this emote. And just stand somewhere near a bunch of people. Because the NPCs do this. The locals do this. So, I was dressed up as a local. I had local hair and local clothes. Let's see, do I keep my local outfit? I did. I don't have the shoes. But this was the outfit I was in when I was dressed as a local. My hair did not look like this. I had a simple bob that was brown. And just a regular pair of tennis shoes. But I was just gonna go stand in a crowd and smoke. And I think they would run past me. Okay, we're getting potatoes. I'll do it all at once. Okay, so farm, so I need, 200 potatoes, so I'm gonna get 300. They'll put 100 on the market. Yep, but today's the day we restock up and at 'em because it's getting a little bare. I didn't do it yesterday at all. I think for like the past 2 days. Yeah. I don't know. We'll all see, but I'm not getting set up for disappointment. Like, there have been games that I thought were gonna be amazing, that were just like the most mediocre game you've ever played. Like, I really believe the hype. I thought it was gonna be great. And then I got it and was like, this is it? You know? This? Okay. And then you play it and you're like, eh. And it just kind of gets, you know, you start playing something else for different, and then you never go back to it. We have all done that with a game. Every single person here has done that with a game. You were excited to get it, and then you played it, and were just like, yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think of the last game that was for me. I know Just Cause 3 is up there. I finally got around to beating it, and it's okay, but it's just the same thing over and over again. No difference. Just the same thing. But I was hyped to play it. It looked great. You could destroy everything. And then when you play it, you're just like, once you pass the first base, that's pretty much the entire game right there. People aren't buying new games either. I was watching a news thing on that. A company was doing a news. People aren't buying games because, number one, they're broken when they're released. You know, Cyberpunk, take that for example. Cyberpunk would be a great example of this. Not that people didn't buy it, that's not what I mean, but the condition the game was released in was bad, to say the least. And by the time they fixed it, by the time all the bugs got worked out, all the game bug glitches, the game was on sale for 50% off. So that's why I said I'm not buying GTA 6 the day it comes out. Because it's going to be a bug-ridden mess that's going to take maybe 2 months to fix everything. And then after it's never going to go on sale though. Like, it'll go on sale maybe after a year. They know that people are going to buy it full price. They know. Unless it gets, like, review bombed from, like, millions. I'm talking about millions of people. The first week, it's not going to go on sale. I mean, it's going to have to be, like... And my thing is, do you trust game reviews? Because I don't trust game reviews anymore because, number one, most of the time they were paid to write that review by the people they're selling the game from. And with a game as big as GTA 6, I believe even if it's bad, they would still tell people it's good just because of the name. Like, I don't know. I have a feeling that even if the game was a hot mess, that still reviewers would still say that, oh, it's the greatest thing I've ever played. I only crashed 12 times in the hour I played it, but it was great. Something like that. I want to play Subnautica too. And I don't care about the lawsuits or everybody's complaining I can't kill anything. I don't care about all that. But I am seeing that it's got a lot of bugs in it. Like, there's a lot of game crashing stuff. You know, I like Subnautica 1. I need to play the second one, though. Deep Below, I think it's called. I never played that one. I heard it's short, though. So it probably wouldn't take but like maybe 2-3 days to beat it. Below Zero, that's it. Subnautica Below Zero, I think. But, and people that I know that have played Subnautica 2 have mixed opinions of it. So that's not good either. Like, the people I trust with, to recommend games, they have a mixed opinion of it. Like, they can tell me the good stuff, but it seems like the bad stuff they talk about more, which is human nature as well. You know, the newspapers wouldn't sell anything if they just told us the good news. They tried that. They had a news station try just doing great news, and nobody watched it. They made, what is it? Marathon? The news places, yeah. Well, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, the regular news, like the big news companies, y'all know the big three. I know two of them report one way and one of them reports another. But if you look at their advertisements, that's who's running their narrative. I believe a medical company is running two of the company's narratives and then massaging the third one. Because I've seen both news companies talk about how great something is and everybody's like it's horrible. But it's the person that made this product is the one paying for them to say it's great, so I don't trust the news anymore. If you read both, you get the truth in the middle. That's what I find. If you go to one, see what they say, and then go to the other and see what they say, the truth is a mixture of both. I miss the days when you can go look at the news and people would actually not put their opinions into their news. Like they would report the news, not report their opinions on what are happening. But that's why I do not talk politics or religion. I'll talk news of the day. I don't talk about wars because that's politics. I don't talk about whose side I'm on. Honestly, I'm neutral most of the time. It doesn't involve me. You know, I don't have an opinion on things that don't involve me. Let me put it that way. It's not the best way to go about it, but it's not playing it safe. It's just that I don't let things that don't control me dictate my thoughts. Fight Club. We've all seen the movie Fight Club, hopefully. If you haven't seen Fight Club, it's a good movie. But Brad Pitt said two things in that movie. That Edward Norton said one and Brad Pitt said the other. The first thing that he said in that movie that really resonated with me and I realized was true, things you own end up owning you. That is a truth. Because you end up having to take care of everything. And it does, you know, like, my brother collected baseball cards. He spent years keeping them, in good condition, and they did nothing for him. They're not worth anything. That's a broad example, kind of. But like a boat, a car. You end up paying for that car, and it brings you around, but then it breaks, and you have to fix it. And without your car working, you get depressed. You know, you get depressed, you get angry. So things you own end up owning you. And then the other thing, Edward Norton said it. I have the ability, well, he didn't say him, but he's talking about, Tyler. That's his name, Tyler Durden. He has the ability to let anything that doesn't matter truly slide. Like, if it doesn't matter, that's how I am with religion and politics. If it doesn't involve me, I just brush it off. I have a patient to worry about. I have my marriage to worry about. I have my elderly cat to worry about. I don't need to add more. It was a good movie. At first, I didn't understand the ending. My brother had to explain it to me. Like, he shot himself in the back, like, through the head, but he didn't die because, you remember, Tyler's wound was on the back of his head. And my brother had to explain, no, he just imagined that it was in the back of his head. He shot himself through the mouth. Like, you know, right inside out the mouth. But he believed enough that he had shot Tyler through the back of the head. Like, I didn't get it. I was like, how is he alive and the other one's not? I do like Helen Bonham Carter, though. I think she did great in the as Bellatrix in the Harry Potter movie. She just has that, I don't know, look about her. Like she could play an evil witch. Oh, let's see. That's the potatoes. So I need 300 tomatoes. Though I don't need 300. I'm gonna get 300 anyway because I know they'll go. Okay, the tortillas are almost done. I need 150. The bacon's gonna take a while. The wine is working pretty good. This glass is gonna this is taking forever. It's not. It's just in my mind it's taking forever. It's taking the exact amount of time that the yeast took. It just seemed longer because I had more. Okay, tomatoes. Let's turn the potato farm back on. Good. This will be up to 1,000 again. Me and Gia emptied this yesterday, and I got 800 of this morning. That's why I didn't turn it on. I got 800 from here because I already had 200. Okay, so I might be able to make. If I can biscuits, this is going to get to 1,000 in like the next 20-30 minutes. I can make another 100 and have 600 bottles. She reminds me of the Queen from Alice in Wonderland. I don't. She didn't play that, did she? In my Alice in Wonderland movie? Hold on. Was she Queen? Oh. I have like, what the hell? I have like 30 windows open on my phone. 2010. Yeah, she did play the Queen. Okay. Yeah, she did play the Red Queen. Yeah, she did a good job. Okay, I got this. I need to do that. Okay, tomatoes. I'm gonna get 300. Yeah, we're gonna need them. Plus, I'm putting some on the market anyway, so. Hello? I don't expect anyone to be on radio. It's still way early. Yeah, she did play the Queen from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. I can see that. But for a long time, Edward Norton was my favorite actor. He did a movie with Richard Gere called Primal Fear, back in the early, young Edward Norton. And the ending to it was so good. Like, how it ended, it had that twist ending you really didn't see coming. Like, they really did fool you. And I'm pretty good at spotting the twist. Like, the iPhone thing. I don't know, many of y'all might not know this, and I figured this out early. If you ever watch a movie, and any character using an iPhone is guaranteed not to be the villain. iPhone, as using part of the contract to use an iPhone in your movie, they cannot be represented by anyone who's an evil character. So if you ever watch a movie that uses an iPhone, the person using the iPhone will never be the villain. Even if they're trying to set it up, they won't. It's part of iPhone's movie contracts that they cannot be used by the villain because they don't want people to think that iPhones are evil or used for bad purposes. That's why you don't really see the iPhone in many movies. That's why you see Androids and Blackberries like that. Because there's a clause to use an iPhone in movies that it cannot be used by the villain. So watch the action movies. Go back and watch all the action movies. You're not going to find one villain using an iPhone. I noticed that early on. I watched like 4 or 5 movies in one day with my brother who's like, let's do this. Let's sit down and watch movies. And You know, he was in a bad place. He had lost somebody close to him. So I sat there with him and watched like 4 or 5 movies, and I was like, you know, every hero was using an iPhone, but the bad guy had an Android. And I think the reason I picked up on that was because I was on my phone an awful lot, too, at the time. Let's see. This is actually the last run I need to make. We're good on most everything else. So I don't think Burger Shot is buying from me anymore, which is fine. I'll put it on the farmer's market and they'll buy it from me anyway. But that's their choice. I just like I told both Owen and who else is running it? Is it Eduardo running it? No. Who else is running it? Who else is running Burger Shot? I think it is Eduardo. Yeah, Eduardo. I told both of them I'll still sell for cheaper than you could buy it at the market. What might be happening is they might be running out. Wow, everybody's turning that way. Most of the time they turn toward Roxwood. They might be waiting until they run out to go buy stuff. Like I'd always say, when you get down to your last 20 items, get a restock. That's always been my policy. I need the bacon to be done. Okay. But there's a Disney movie thing too. Like there's a little known like the iPhone thing I was talking about. There's something for Disney and I can't remember what it is now. I do like the Pixar theory about how all the Pixar movies take place in one universe. Throughout certain amount of times, I do like that. Like, Brave is in the past. I forgot. Oh, Frozen and Brave take place in the past when magic was a thing. Toy Story, Up, take place in the modern time. Monsters, Inc. takes place in modern times. WALL-E is the transition from humans to machines. And then after WALL-E, the world gets repaired, but the machines take over and cars become. Cars is in the future. And that Boo from Monsters, Inc. is the witch in Frozen or Brave. Like, she's a time traveler because the doors in Monsters, Inc. don't lead to the people's houses. They lead to time periods. So she got brought through the door, and then something happened to Sully, and she got left in the past. I just love those theories that they have like that. Especially that Boo is like the master of all of the Pixar movies. She's around. She's in Toy Story. She's in Cars, they say. They said they saw one thing where she's in Cars. But I liked how they have the whole world like that, like it's circular. That when the Cars world, the machine world eventually gets destroyed, it goes back. The world heals itself, brings back magic, and it starts all over again. I love those theories, just because people who get them put a lot of thought into them. Yeah, but Monsters, Inc. is its own parallel, kind of like the multiverse. But it's like the hub of the multiverse, and they can visit time periods. They think they're going to people's doors, like the doors are different time periods, instead of actual, like, that time. But yeah, another theory my brother believes, and he found people. If you've ever seen Harry Potter, okay? Most people have seen Harry Potter. My brother believes that Harry is in a mental asylum, and he killed his parents, and this is all taking place in his head. His 2 friends in the asylum are Ron and Hermione. His enemy is Draco, the caretaker who's nice to him is Hagrid. The psychologist is Snape. And the guy running it is Dumbledore. But it's all in his head. It's how he built a world to cope with him murdering his parents. It's a dark take on it, but, like, when you think about it that way, it could happen. It could be. That's how he just coped with, doing everything he did. Voldemort is his evil side. Like, he's Voldemort as well. But he didn't do it. Voldemort did it. That's an interesting theory in my mind, but maybe that's because my partner is a social worker and a counselor, and I know a little bit about mental orders. But if you think about Harry Potter from that stance, like watch the movies, read all the stuff going on. Hogwarts is the asylum he lives in. Hi, Kelly. I'm talking movie conspiracy theories this morning. Like the Disney theme where all the Pixar universes are in the same universe and it's just different time periods. A couple of things about the iPhone. We got started on a Fight Club. Today's not going to be too long because I do have something I have to do a little later. But I need to get all this farming done. I need to get the bacon done. So it's going to be at least till the bacon's done. And that's probably going to be at least another hour and a half. I watched the new Scrubs again yesterday. The brand new, the new season of Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know if they're I don't know if they're like remaking the show. It's only 4 episodes long. Like, there's only 4 episodes. That's it. So I wonder if it's just like, here's a continuation, or if they're like, well, let's see if it does good, then we can make the show. But it's kind of like a movie just split up into 4 parts. It wasn't bad. It was a good show. Alright, so going in here. I hope everybody's day is going good, yeah? Also, this is something I wanted to touch on yesterday. I was in city, and I was talking with someone. I'm not gonna mention who, it's not my place to say who. They're having a bad time right now. They're going through something. And, I wish them well, you know. How do I have 118? How do I have 118? Something's not right here. No. Wait a minute. It took 4 yeast? Why would it take... I don't know. Something's not right. Do I have enough yeast to make the alcohol? I don't think I do. I think I'm too short. But I think I had an extra... I think I had extra in this one. If not, you know what? I'll have to live with the fact that I need to make some up, but I need that alcohol to be made because the city needs it. I think I only need that. Let's see. 120 divided by 3 is 40, and I need 40 bottles. So yep, I was too short. I don't know where that extra 2 went. It should be 4 short. It shouldn't be 2 short if the machine took it. So I don't know what happened there. See, I'm 1 short now. I can live with 1 short. I'm fine with that. But yeah, where that 2 yeast went, I don't know. But okay, talking to somebody yesterday. Now, I want to tell all of y'all listening. There's 23 people it says. I'm going to tell you this, and I mean this from all of what I stand for. Okay? I want you to listen. I want you to believe what I'm saying. You matter. You matter to someone There are people out there who love you even if you don't think there are. You are a great person. You might not show it at all times, but you are a great person. You are worth it. You are definitely... people are good in their inherent. You might have thoughts, you might have deeds you do that you're not proud of, but you are worth it. And I don't think anybody should ever do anything permanent for a temporary problem. That is 100% belief of mine. If you're going through something now, it's not gonna last forever. I got 300 potatoes, too. I didn't think I got 300 potatoes. Okay, I don't think I have room for 300 tomatoes. Ooh, I almost didn't have room for the potatoes. But I want you to know that you matter, okay? You're not a bad person. If you do bad things, that doesn't make you a bad person. You're only a bad person if you think you're a bad person. Everybody has the capacity for good. Everybody has the capacity for recovery. If you needed to hear that today, then I'll be the first to tell you. Because they have some people that are really struggling. And yes. Don't do a permanent solution to a temporary problem. But you matter, okay? To me, you matter. To all of the Redline people. Y'all are just as much of a family to us as we are to each other. You know, we do this not only for you, but with you. You're part of our family just as much as any one of us are in the community that play together in this room. You know, y'all are with us just as much as we're with everyone else. And we do appreciate it. And you do matter to us. We like having y'all. We do this to entertain not only ourselves, but to share what we do with you, because to us, you matter as well. And if you needed to hear that today, it's today's Sunday, and where I am. If you needed to hear that, I'll be the first one to tell you. And we all go through bad times. Don't think you're alone in that. A lot of people have that, where they think no one else is suffering like they are. You'd be surprised. I'm not trying to say that to be like your suffering doesn't matter. It's that people will help. There is help if you ask for it. There is forgiveness if you ask for it. You know, we all are a human condition. We've all had our own different pains and sufferings, and we've gotten through it. And we are sympathetic to help people who might be going through the same thing. So you are worth it, and you do matter. Don't let anyone who wants to hate on you for who you are. Yep, it can't rain all the time. Yep. Don't let people hate on you for who you are. Be who you are. If it makes you happy, then that's what matters, not what they think of you. One thing it took me a long time to learn is don't let others make you feel bad about yourself. You know, don't let someone else's opinion shape who you are. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to be there for you when you need it if they have a bad opinion. If they make you feel bad about yourself, it's only because they feel bad about themselves and they have to try to pick themselves up. The best way to deal with somebody trying to put you down is to literally tell them, I understand what you're going through because I'm going through it as well. You would be surprised how often you'll turn an enemy into a friend. But you matter, okay? I want y'all to know that. If you take one thing away today, know that you matter as a person. You matter as your opinion matters. Okay, so it's 2000. I know I'm interrupting myself, but I have to do math out loud. It helps me to do math out loud. Okay, pickle, we're doing 20 pickles, and that's $800. Let's go put this in the truck and pull the other stuff out. I need to call Bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I thought my truck was about to be full up. But yes, 100%. If you need, I'll be honest with you, so much pain and suffering goes undone because they don't want to admit it to other people. It is not a weakness to ask for help. It is the biggest strength in your entire life. To know when you need help and to ask for help is the biggest strength you could ever show. Because I guarantee you, people who've went through what you're doing, what you're going through, I don't care what they'll do. They'll stop what they're doing if they went through it themselves to help you. They will, because they know. They've been there. They know what it does. So I want all of y'all to know that, to me, all of y'all matter. Even the people who watch me who aren't watching me right now matter. The people who are watching other people. All of the Redline community matters to me. You could take it how you will. I left the bacon. But the bacon wasn't done. I should have brought what I had, though. No one's gonna be there, and they're not gonna be there probably for another hour, so it'll probably be fine. But I want to do more comedy in my RP instead of, I do want to do drama, you know, I do want to do the regular interactions. I do want some scenes to be, you know, like dramatic when they need to be. But I want to do comedy, and I kind of want to be uplifting in my stream. Because there's so many negative people in the world. It's worth it to be one of the people that, like, believes in people. I believe that people are good. That's a country song, but I do believe people are good. Given the choice to do good and bad, I think most people would do good. It's easier. Doctor Who taught me something, right? Like, they had a special. He's like, I cruise the universe as a scientific experiment. By all imaginations, evil should win. It has no rules. It's not tied to any belief. Yet good triumphs almost every time. And I believe that. That by definition, think about it, by definition, evil should win every time. They're under no restrictions. They're under, all my stuff's in the trunk. They're under no restrictions. They have no rules. Yet, good has won. In this world, good has won most of the time. I can't take everything, so I have to be strategic about what I take. Let's see. I'll take the pickle. Yeah, I'll take the potatoes as much as I can. And we'll leave those in there. And I believe that good prospers because, hey, RJ, I believe good prospers because people stand up. Evil in itself, I need to put these there so they don't get mixed up with the other ones. Evil in itself works by itself. It works alone. Good has help. People rally around good people. That's why I think good wins. Because people will stand up for something. Evil stands up for nothing. Okay, the pickles are done. So that's why I got 40. They're like completely done. Everything else has a day left in it at least. So I'm gonna see all this stuff here. All this stuff here, I'm gonna get Gia and Bouger to help me get today. We're gonna go refill that today or tomorrow. But right now, I'm getting the stuff that we need for, like, me to open. I'm gonna bring 20 more chicken, too. But, like, this is stuff we need for opening. That's why I'm getting it. We added kebabs to the menu, RJ. Because they're so easy to make. They're so easy to make. Oh, burger patty's bad. I could cook it, but then I have nothing else to do with it then. Okay. Yeah, the kebab is so easy to make. Like, it's out of all the food, well, of course the nuggets are the easiest. Nuggets, then potatoes, and then chicken buckets. But like out of the hardcore food, as I call it, the kebabs are so easy. Okay, so that's all that. We missed you last night. We did a hide and seek. And it was pretty fun. Gia wants to do it again, so we'll probably do it again. She wants to make it like a weekly thing. And we had so many people looking too. Yep, I got so many tomatoes. Alright, so... yeah, these have at least another day. These have a day. Yeah, that's at least today, so whatever we don't use today. But this is what I need to figure out. Like, if we're not going to be doing burritos as much, then we don't need this. You know, we can maybe get by with 80 pepper and 40 bell pepper. You know, I'm slowly learning, but I don't think we need but 20 onion. But that's it for the restock. I need bacon, and I'll bring some more chicken down while I'm here. You've been on Prod East server? That's fine. I got back into one of my old servers yesterday that I couldn't get back into, so I started my stream in the Most Wanted server. And I talked to a couple of friends I needed to work some problems out with. Which is my reason for today. Because they both sent friend requests on... I was friends with them on Discord, and then they unfriended me, and then now we're back to being friends. So, you know, temporary, time, all that, it's true. But I want to give y'all an uplifting message today, and that's, you matter. You do. Oh, Jesus. What was that? Oh, garbage cans. I thought I saw something else in there. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, I'll show y'all. This is where I was hiding yesterday. I can show y'all now. We're going back. I had passed it up before. But I was inside this trailer. If you can see through this window, I was at that sink, and I was just like cleaning dishes. So when they came in, they thought it was a local. But what I should have done, it was daytime. It wouldn't have worked at nighttime. But it was daytime, and to see all the people sitting here, I could have went and just sat in a chair and did the sit chair emote where you move around a little. They would have never found me. They would have never, they'd have been having to kill the locals to try to find me. Alright, so, farmer's market's done. The farming is almost done. Oh, did you watch, RJ, if you're still here? Did you watch the City Hall meeting yesterday? The police salary is getting slashed by 20%. Every salary on every job is getting a 20% reduction over the next month. Yeah, nope. Every salary. Restaurants, mechanics, police, EMS, all the salaries going down by 20%. So, it doesn't bother me. Actually, to be honest, my salary went up. My salary went up by $25K per alcohol sale. So, I'm gonna be making... That's gonna change, though, right? That's gonna change. Because eventually, people are just gonna want to start getting hired on at the farm and then alcohol to try to make money. I'm probably gonna hire Heather on my farm today. And I'm gonna start paying Boozoo, Gia, and Heather to do runs for me. like go get grapes and weed. I'll take that extra 25K and give them a piece of that. That way they'll help, more than just the goodness of their heart. I understand, though, why they need to do it. No, it's going to be 5% this week, then 5% next week. Over the course of June, over the course of next month, they're going to lower it by 5% each week. So right now, let's see, right now I'm getting 2,800 every 10 minutes. So I'll be getting basically 2,200 every. That's not but $600 something. That's, I do agree though. We talked about this earlier. I'm on Bucket and Lexi's side on this, actually. I get why they're having to do it. But I do agree with the one guy who said, you're lowering salaries by 20%, and you're lowering everything else by 20%. You're not actually changing anything. He has a point. Because it's just going to cost the same amount, just 20% less that we won't be making. So they're not lowering prices if they lower the prices of the cars 20% today, then we'll see some savings. But in July, we won't, because we'll be making the less amount and then now paying the pre-adjusted prices back to where it was. So to create any kind of savings, it should be a 20% pay cut, but maybe a 25 to 30% reduction in all the prices. That way, people actually save a little more. Now, the whole thing about Snowy with the sandwiches and people aren't going to come to the restaurants, that's a bullshit. You cannot buy a sandwich from the mini mall when a restaurant's open. I have tried. Hi, Hippie Joe. Hi, Kevin. You can buy ice cream from a mini mall when the restaurants are open, but you cannot buy sandwiches or water. That's locked. I do agree that they need to take them all from Bob and Harry. The guy was in there saying they need to. They don't. They're not refilling it. They're not. Bob's never here. Harry's never here. They need to just get the mini mall to somebody. I don't want the mini mall anymore. I don't want it. Give it to the boys. I know Opie and Ralph have been itching to get a mini mall. Let them run it. In my opinion, there's not really a need for the mini malls anymore. Now that the oil rigs are up, we can get oil and batteries way cheaper, and it does not cost. Somebody was like, it takes $42 to make oil. It does not. It does not. Gia told me it takes like $5. But when the oil came out, that kind of replaced the need for the mini mall for oil and all that. The pharmacy is great, but now I don't need the pharmacy. Milk relieves 50% of stress. One carton removes 50% of your stress and heals you. So I don't need bandages. I don't need stress relief. I have it all right here. I'm an unlimited supply. I don't grow anything. And most people who go to some people just want it to feel so. Yeah. But I don't grow anything, but most people who grow don't mind. Believe me, Kevin, it's been on the back burner. When Tibbs bought this mall down here, the one over here, where it's right here. When Tibbs bought Davis Mega Mall, Opie and Ralph were trying to buy it. They were trying to buy it. Yes, we do know the same Opie. They want the mini mall. It's not the mini mall for mini mall's sake. It's not, yes, all the time. And they would do it to theirs. I guarantee you they would do it to theirs. It's not that they want the mall, they want the property. They want to have the income stream. But in my opinion, the malls aren't needed anymore. There's nothing at the mall. Like, if you want to buy a drill, then yes, it's cheaper. But people buy one toolbox. They buy one pickaxe. And then they don't buy it ever again. It's not like the digital den. In my opinion, that's the worst thing to have in a mini mall. Because people buy from a digital den one time. And then they don't lose their radios. They don't, and what else do they sell that we needed at Digiden? Tablets. They don't lose their tablets. Like, if the tablet actually did expire and you had to buy a new one, then I can see it. But there's nothing in the digital den that you have to have a recurring buying. I didn't know Opie was in Ranch. Okay, Kevin. But, I would say the mini mall probably the best-selling thing there. At the end of days, the best-selling item will probably be lockpicks. Because people don't have to go to the one place they can get them. They can go to the Davis Mall. But if you're in Sandy, you may as well just go to the U-Tool. Might be more expensive there, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not interested in owning a mini mall at all anymore. I was when they first released. I was really interested. But now, no. I'm not interested in owning a foundry. The farm's fine. I'm good with just the farm. I never wanted a gas station. Okay, so the wine is almost done. Yep, that cost is 100%. Alright, so, yeah, I was too short. I don't know why I was too short on the alcohol. On the yeast. So the pork, I need to pull the chicken off. I'll bring the 80 chicken to the restaurant. We'll just make some extra chicken buckets this week. Y'all got to give me a second. I have to get up. Now I have questions for Opie and is Opie Winston in this server. Okay, I don't know. I know you know who Opie is, but Chinston, Opie Chinston, Opie Winston, whichever one they want to say. Yep, the trade thing that Bucket wants to set up. See, here's the thing. Somebody has proposed that business. I've talked to this person multiple times who wanted to open up a shop just like that. Where you can buy and resell material. Like, y'all got to give me a moment. Hello, let me catch up. Okay. Opie did make me laugh. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what's doing Bucket in right now, to be honest. For me, that's what's doing him in is that Dan, okay, this is Dan, 100% Dan, not Bucket, went and sold all those RS6s, or RX, whatever, to the boys. Bucket didn't have no control over that. But Bucket's being blamed because everybody knows he's part of that group. You know, that's the thing. Like, he's getting blamed for that when it was Dan that did it. Yeah, that was that. I was standing there listening to him. I even ran up. If you listen in the stream, when he's talking, I run up and I start screaming Police Academy 4. Because I don't know if that's Citizens on Patrol, but I know one of them was called Citizens on Patrol. But, here's the thing, though. If the police went on strike, who would stop him? An RX-6? No, never mind. RJ, you know what I thought you were being serious. Okay, so we got chicken, pork, when this wine. Let me call Bucket and see if he's in city. I can't use the hiring on the arm anymore. I can't use that to see who's in city. They told me only use it when you're hiring. So if Heather was in city, then I could look at it. But since she's not, I'm not going to do it. They told me not to. I'm going to abide by their rules. He is in city. Bucket speaking.
Bucket speaking.
Hey, Bucket, I got 500 alcohol. You want me to put it on the market, or you want me to meet you somewhere?
Yeah, go throw it on the market. I'm going to be running up to, the foundry here in a minute, so I can go grab it from there. And that way it should come right out of the government. That way I don't have to worry about getting goddamn reimbursed for it.
Okay, alright. I'll see you later. Just
Sweet.
just send me a text. Send me a text when you got it.
Okay, yep, it'll be about, probably 5 minutes.
Okay, alright. Talk to you later. Bye.
Cool. See ya.
Since, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. I don't have 500 yet. But, I should have it. By the time he gets done with what he's doing, it should be done. So I should have 30 yeast. Yep, and 100 grape. And it'll take 9 minutes. So yeah, by the time he's done everything, it should be done. So, let me do the math now. I need to see how much I need to list them for. So the white wine, or the red wine is 300 times 75,000. That is wrong. I put 7,500,000. 75K times 3. That's 225,000, and then 200, or 2 times 75,000 is 150. Okay. So I should be getting 375K for all this. And then, like I said, I can make an additional 200. No, I can't. I can't make any more. I have to get the wheat. Yep, I have to make the yeast. So the rest of this day is probably gonna be spent. I can get the grapes though. I feel like I did it all set up because I got the bottles. But yeah, I need more grapes and more yeast. So 3,000 yeast will take. I can do 400 powder. So it's gonna take 8 times of the machine. It's gonna take all day to make the powder, and then probably all day tomorrow to make the yeast. So I can probably make more alcohol Tuesday. Yeah. So I can take the chicken up there with me. I'll take what bacon I have. Just because, just in case somebody comes in here. Let's see. I heard it was the third movie. Oh, the third movie? Yeah. No idea what the RX-6... It's the one that Opie and all them are running from you in. It's the sweaty car Ralph and Opie and all them are using. It's the Star Wars RJ. RX-6 killed the Death Star. I don't know what it is either, to be honest. I don't know what it is. but I know it's the car all the boys have it. Maybe Lauren doesn't. Ralph seems to think hers was repossessed. Ralph seems to think that Lauren's RS6 got repossessed. I don't know why he would think that, but that's... Okay, so the grape farm's going. Tomato farm. Look, turn it on. So I can go get 1,000 red grape. Tomato farm's working. I need to make sure they're repaired. And then hopefully by the end of the day, I can go get 1,000 white grape. That way that's 200. By the time I can make all of this, I can have like the 500 grapes already here. Let's see. So I got all the meat is slaughtered, right? I got no cows or chicken or pigs. Yeah, I can move this up now. I don't need beef or pork for a while. Chicken I don't need right now. I have 140 on the trade market in case I need it. Bottles, yeast I need, and I'm good with everything else. So the yeast is what I need. That's my big goal for the day. So the bottle machine and the red is going and the bacon. Or the white. Do I need anything else? I don't think I need anything else today. Unless, oh, mustard. I need mustard. That's what I need, is mustard. No. Did I have any brioche meat up there? I don't think I had brioche up, or a kebab. I call it brioche, that's bread. I don't have kebab up there, so I don't need the mustard unless I have the kebab meat. So I might need to make, like, 4 kebab meat. It's 1 for 3, right? Yeah, you get 3 kebab meat, so I'd have to make, yeah, 4, 12. To equal out. That's 120 kebabs, though. I could leave them in the farm, and I make 40 mustard per time I bring them. So I take 300 out. Ooh, look at that dropped my, 195 out. And now I'm just waiting for this last tick, which will be in, well, that's not right. Which will be in 3 minutes. And I need to turn the machine off, otherwise it'll take bottles. And it won't produce nothing, and I'll lose 5 bottles. That's why I wanted to be here for it. Okay, same old. Yeah, oh, the RS6. Yeah, RS, everybody. It depends on who's saying it. Ralph says RS. Opie likes to say RX, but it sounds like an S. Because he says it so fast, like the RX6. Yeah, the RS6. Same old, bruh. Audi? Yeah. I'm not a car guy. Neither is Bucket, though. Like, my, ZR350, the guy was telling me I'm looking for an RS something. Apparently, in I guess, IRL, my car looks like an, what was it? What was the name of the car he was telling me he wanted? Let me get this off my thing. Let's see, it was, who was it? Wow, was it really this long ago? No, it can't be this long ago. Bucket, Gia, Hunter. Oh, right here. Elijah, RX-7. Apparently, in real life, the RX-7 looks like my ZR350. Alright, come on, bottle. A bottle, no, I need 2 minutes. Okay, so... I'm thinking about getting rid of the vodka and the tequila, like, doing it whenever has a, Like whenever Gia has her next event, open the bottles. There's 8 glasses between the 2 bottles. Right, this might produce 5. I don't know, but open them up and then, but that's the only bottle of tequila in the city. No one else has a bottle of tequila. No one else can make it. No one else did make it. So I kind of do want to keep that one. Vodka is everywhere. Like 3 farmers make vodka. It's not hard to find it. But tequila, you ain't gonna find it nowhere else. Just me. So 1 minute left on the wine. I'll run up to the market. Bucket's probably, he's gonna be at his foundry for a few minutes. But I need to turn the machine off, otherwise it's gonna eat 5 bottles. And hopefully today I can get the bottles going up. Aldi is joining Redline, not Redline, but he's playing 5M. Yep. Get that little Steam notification. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't think y'all can see that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can. Yep, right there. There it is on the screen. The government hiring Tommy to be the car guy was a stupid move. Oh, it's the Tokyo Drift one. The Mazda RX-7. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a car person. But, he was excited. Like, he thought I was going to sell mine. And I'm not. It's my car. Was that who it was? I wonder that. You know, honestly, if they were going to hire a car guy to do, like, the cars like that, like, honestly, y'all might think I'm dumb, but Boujou has a ton of the cars in here. He knows what they're supposed to be. Like, it wouldn't have been a bad hire. He's not part of, like, the insider group of the boys and all that, and I get that. But he knows his cars. All right, there it is. There's the last of the wine. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to turn off this before it takes more bottles. All right, let's go get this. We'll have the money in a minute. This should put me back up over $1 million. So if I'm getting 320, that means he's getting... let's see, he gets 150, so yeah, he'll be getting 750 from this sale. 750,000. But if they did a day, like, let's say Sundays, perfect example, Sundays, if they drop the alcohol ingredients back to 1, 1, and 1 for wine, I can make enough wine to fund the city weekly in the one day. Rodney would come do it. Riley would go do it. We'd make enough alcohol to fund the entire city for the entire week. Because there were times I was selling like 2,000 to, 3,000 bottles back in the old 111 days. It had to change though. We were making farmers, we had David, Bucket, and Rodney made like $4 million in 2 days off alcohol. Yeah, that's way too much. That is way too much. If we'd have been like making 500 bottles at a time and selling it, they might have kept it. But when they went absolutely batch crazy, yeah, it was only a matter of time. No, my stress was almost full. Is Bucket at the foundry still? I don't know. He might be at the market waiting for me. Let's get this stress down. I'm not going to be surprised if they change that too. Like the stress reducing of milk. I mean, nobody's doing it though. It's basically only me and Joey and Gramps that are using milk. I'm currently in GT Online, trying to distract my passive income collection. from all the businesses, and a player named Clean Garlic just passed by and made me laugh. They had a guy I used to play with on GTA Online. His name was Crispy Bacon. And he was he was good with guns and all that, but he was quick-tempered. Like, if you insulted him, oh, he'd get so mad. Try to hunt you down. Okay, so, no restaurants have been open, so I'm not surprised. Alright, so let's see. 3 times 75,000. So that would be 225,000. And then this was 150 for the white. I knew that. I didn't bring the chicken. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why did he put the white wine up there? Okay. It didn't put it up there. I was like, wait a minute. Alright. So I want him to send me a text. Because I'll know he got it. If he doesn't send me a text, then I have to pull it off by the end of the day. Like, if he didn't get it, he might have had to go to his oil rig. That might be where he was going. Because he did say yesterday he's been neglecting his oil rig. But he has other people up there running it as well. Okay, so that's that. The alcohol's done. I gotta wait for I was gonna bring the bacon and all that up here. You know what? Let's go to the house. Is anyone open, first off? It's been a while since I checked. It's been about an hour and a half since I checked. The Los Santos mechanic? I don't really need, but yeah, I'll show y'all another thing. Oh, by the way, the people, if y'all weren't here yesterday, or yesterday's stream, I started out in the city that I always talk about, MW. I got back in. You can see the Devastate 8, the car I want, the S-Bus car. You can see it, and you can see how I'm modifying it. Like, I want it to look just like that one. It looks futuristic to me. Like, it looks like some car from the future. It has a mix, in my opinion, of, like, Fallout and a futuristic car. It looks like it runs on a nuclear reactor. This is the car he wants, though. Apparently, this looks like a RX-7. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a car person. I just bought it because I can make it look pretty. Alright. So... I didn't do anything at the house yesterday. I barely was there. I only went there to show it to my friend who was in chat from the other city. My rabbits are named after them. There is an abandoned laundromat interior MLO, but not a business. I know he said foundry, but with everything going on, I'm not gonna begrudge him a slip of the tongue. You know? But he might be the foundry, I don't know. I want to see if Lauren's done anything to her house. Because my house, all my stuff's still here, but you have to get close. Boom. I love the American flag. I do like how I did that. The American flag, if you didn't see me in stream, that's not a flagpole. That's 2 stripper poles stacked on top of each other. That's why one of them's kind of crooked. It's 2 stripper poles, and then I attach the flag to the top. But see, the lights look so good. I need to move them. See, they're not even. But I need to bring this one in a little, and then this one out a little. Actually, the first 2 look to be... Yeah, I think it's the second one that needs to be brought in. I raised up the hedges in the front yard. I still have the flowers and all that. I kind of want to find a bush and maybe have some flowers coming out the side. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. The backyard I still haven't done anything with. I just have a tool chest, which might go. I'm not sold on the tool chest. It's just there to have. I didn't like everything still here. I thought about if I can. Let's see. Is there one? Interactable furniture and furniture. Open up this one. See, like a storage box? I might put one right here. Just like put it like right here. That way I have a storage downstairs as well. But it looks like it would go. I'd put it underneath the window. And have to turn it. Ooh, it actually fits under the window? It does. How does that look? Does it go with the room? It kinda does. I think I'm gonna get it. Why not? That way I have a storage down here, maybe, you know, just stuff. I don't know. Random clothes. That's an idea. Just have a random clothes box. That's an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna put all my random clothes there, and this is gonna be my wardrobe room. That'll just be like spare clothes stuff. Like, you know how you pack up winter clothes? It'll be like an ottoman you can sit on. But, ooh, I'm gonna throw a throw pillow on it. Yeah, just put like a little small pillow on either side of it. So it looks like it's a seat as well. I need to do something with all these. I need to like either make outfits out of them or get rid of them. Let's see. I need another plushie. I need to go. How much do I have in it? Do I have enough to buy a box? The dumbest way to do it, but I do not. I have $500. How much did that stash cost? $1,000? Okay. I love that I know how to do this now. Okay. Alright, let's see. This is this one. It didn't look like it moved it. Did I confirm it? Maybe I didn't confirm it. You know what? I'll catch it later. I'm a perfectionist, but I can live with it for how it looks. 25%, 49, 75, 4, 92 it is. I need to get gas. I don't have the money to get gas. I should probably sell that house for $1 million right now. Probably somebody would buy it. They'd have to redecorate it, but I wouldn't sell anything. I'd be like, that would be part of the price. Redecorated. I would take all my clothes, all my stuff, but I like having a place to store my stuff. If they put houses in Grapeseed, those little 5 houses, I'll definitely buy one of those. And then I would think about selling this one. I need to write up my video for the Invictus. I'm gonna put one, probably try to put another one out tomorrow. But, I might start making trendies, like if Gia wants to do the hide and seek event, I might start writing up funny trendies to promote it. Let's see. Another place I could have hid was the fallout shelter in the cave. But I think that's very specific. And plus, if somebody knows where I'm at, if they know how to get there, then they have me dead to rights. Where I was yesterday, like my first clue was I love the smell of the ocean. That's a lot of room. You know? And then I put, don't forget your camping gear, because I had my RV with me. It's an RV park. The third clue was a picture clue. It's a campground, so don't forget your camping gear. The third clue was a picture of Mount Chiliad with Polito in the background. So that way they would know that, oh, that's Polito. My fourth clue was a picture of this lighthouse, and then they found me. Because it's pretty obvious when I put the picture of the lighthouse. Something I didn't get, though, was a lot of people instantly parked right here and ran inside. So somebody had to have told them that's where I was. Because, like, they were coming in from the street. Right? Like, 3 people at the same time. All 3 of them came from the road right here. I watched them. They came from right here and then drove up right here to this one and then ran in. So somebody was telling them where I was. I think it was I don't know who it was. I have my suspicions. I'm not going to say nothing. I was about to. But next time, I know a better place to hide. I'm going to hide in the city next time. No one would expect me to go in the city. I actually know a place where they can't find me. Like a place where they can get to me, but they'd never be able to find me. Witchcraft. That's not a truck. Who is that? Who is that? That's not a pickup truck. They're moving too. I don't know if I'll be fast enough to keep up with them. Probably not if I keep running into everything. I don't even know if they went up or if they went straight. Had nothing else to do. Oh, my seatbelt's not on. I could have easily died right there. This is where they all initially went. They went to this place. When I put the picture, when I said bring your camping gear, they all came out here. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm chasing anyone now. I can't see anything, so. But we have nothing else to do. We're just driving around. I haven't driven down here in a long time. Yeah, I don't think he came this way. He might have went up Polito way. But that didn't look like a trucker. That looked like a grime van. Grime vans don't go that fast, though. I thought about hiding in, I thought about hiding here, getting dressed up like a biker, and then hiding right there, and just being like smoking the cigarette with the biker and the helmet and all that. But the helmet, I don't know if it would have done the hair thing. It might have clipped through, and then they instantly be like, oh, nope. You can't hide on the military base. You can't hide in the prison. You can't hide, you know, like, you can't, I was going to say go into a house robbery house. Right? If you go into the house robbery house, they have to break in and the police are alerted. There was a Bandrin laundromat MLO, but not business. It worked great. Can never have enough storage. Yeah, probably can't. It feels natural. On NRP sitting on a house. Yep. You can own houses in GTA online. Oh, you can rent apartments. That's one thing. One of my characters in GTA Online, he had the apartment. And I took all his money. He got paid in cash. And he never paid his rent. I mean, the only thing that happened was you couldn't use the... You could still use everything. You just couldn't use the water. That's pretty much it. Oh, no. That was close. I thought about hiding in a tunnel. But that's another thing. The tunnel's big, but like dress up like a hobo. And then hide in the tunnel. That might be my next thing. I might do that next. Dress up like... I was gonna dress up like a store clerk and then go hide in one of the stores that doesn't have the clerk. Like the one in the Redwood Forest. Doesn't have a store clerk. You can rob the registers, you can rob the safe, but there's no store clerk. So if I put a NPC store clerk outfit on and then just stood behind the counter, my lips were green though. That's how they could tell it was me. I changed my hair color, but I left my makeup and lips the same color. So all they had to do was look and be like, oh, it's green, that's her. I mean, you had to be in the open though. You had to be a place that they didn't need parkour to get to. It had to be fair. Like I could have dressed up to look like the clerk here at the hardware store, the clothing store. I want to see something. They said that you can't knock this guy out. Are they right, or can I? No, I can't. Okay. Stand right here and just be another clerk. You can rob. Nobody robs the registers in the clothing store either. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Nope. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I had an RV and I lived in it. That's why I kind of don't want to sell it. Just in case I do ever want to sell that house, I'll still have the RV to store all my stuff. I guess I would have this truck to store all my stuff in. This truck has more storage than the RV. Some of that stuff I don't need anymore, though. Like the alcohol barrels, they don't work. I don't need them, but like they're 10K a piece. That's a lot. I could lie my ass off and sell them. Tell people, yeah, I got a alcohol crate for sale. 100K, it has 200 bottles of alcohol in it. And they just get empty. I wouldn't do that. That'd be... My original plan was to put on the cow outfit and go stand in grapeseed in one of the farms. Get the white and black cow outfit and just go stand in the middle of the farm with the cow outfit on to see how many people would actually be like, what the hell? But yeah, the first clue has to give like a general area. Like I put the ocean, so people knew I was near a coast. It wasn't just like, you know, X marks the spot, which can't do that. Nobody knows what X is. But the second clue then narrowed it down, camping gear. So it's somewhere along the coast, not in the city, because you're not camping in the city. Then the third clue is I eliminated everything south of Grapeseed. So I took 3/4 of the map away. Then I did the 2 photo clues. It was 5 clues. But I thought about coming right here in that cow pasture in one of those containers, and I might do this again. But put it on the cow outfit and just standing there in the Spider-Man pose. I'll show you what it would look like with the blue outfit. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. What is that? You. Oh, I know what that is. Where's the moo? Found your moo. These were the shoes I was wearing with the civilian outfit. But imagine this is the black and white one. I wouldn't be wearing the pink one. But I would come over like here in the middle. Maybe like right here and then do the Spider-Man. And just sit right here and wait to see how many people would be like, what the? It would just be funny to me. It would just be funny. Because I'm in a cow field dressed as a cow. And one of my clues, one of my last clues would be like, listen to Bart Simpson, don't have a cow, man. People would be like, oh, yep. They would go to my farm. That's why. They would go to my farm to look. Eventually they would search across the street. But I know initially they'd go straight up to mine. And I'd never hide on my farm. What's the point in that? That's the first place people would look when I mentioned farm. There is an evil way, but you need parkour. But I'll show you. I saw somebody did it the other day. We tested it. With parkour, you can hop into this room. I can't get to it right now. This one right here, you can hop in here. So if you just did this on the wall, right? Like right there, no one could see you. They'd have to have parkour. But yeah, just do the Spider-Man with the cow thing. Hi, Sloth. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to have an uplifting message for everyone today. I'm trying to be positive. Today is a beautiful day, that's why. And you are all beautiful people. You are all worth it. You are all great. Thank you all for being here. Let's see. Things should be done now. Everything should be done now. Maybe the bacon's not. I don't know. 88 bacon, so I need 100 bacon. Glass bottles are glassing, though. Let's get those out of the inventory board. That way I can go get the wheat later. I love that we can now put that in the... We couldn't store those like 2 weeks ago. You couldn't keep bottles in there. I love that we can now. It's going to speed up the process of making the wine if I have the bottles already prepared. Plus, I won't have to worry about losing 4 bottles. A cow drinking milk. Cheers for my outfit. Yep. But I might do that. I might though. People are liking this outfit now. Oh, I messed up. They're liking the hostage outfit now. Because it just, the face mask makes it look so much better. Then we were having fun with emotes yesterday. If you can see it, if your mind can imagine what this looks like, with the face mask on and everything. What was the other one we had fun doing? Oh, we had another one that was fun. I can't remember it though. I'd have to talk with the other people. She gets 17 over that. That's a lot of food sold. Alright, Bucket still hasn't messaged me. I don't like that, but I could just go to the restaurant and check the farmer's market there. This outfit's been getting a lot of likes too. I can't wait for them to put the ad in the clothes. Yesterday I went and put the bride outfit on. I took pictures of all 4 sides. And I definitely want to be like, I'll pay. I'll give them $1 million to put that in. I will definitely do the alcohol to get $1 million to put that in the city. I'd be the only one wearing it, and I know this. And I would do it. I definitely, hopefully it's not $1 million, though. Hopefully it's like 500,000. Because there's another item I want to add in. I have to go to MW and find it, though. Because I forgot. I'm going to put the fortune teller outfit together again, probably. And then I'm going to ask them if they put that in, too. There's a headpiece and I guess you'd call them glasses, but they're not glasses. You'd have to see it. Hell, I might even stream it if I do it. If I find it today, I might go on stream tomorrow to show y'all. But, yep, must be cold. I'm seeing my breath. Well, I'm glad I'm wearing a coat then. Oh, I need to get some money out. I could just go up to the restaurant. Let's see, there is right now 11 people, so 10 people plus me. I need, what, 8 more of these? That's gonna be a while. 8 ticks of that is gonna be a while. So let's just take what I got up there now. We'll take 80. 80 and 80. And I'll bring the rest up there later today. Okay. But no. No, somebody I was talking with yesterday, they're having a bad day, they're having a bad time, and I just, you know, it helps to sit there and listen. Just it helps sometimes when people just sit there and listen. And you know they're listening. You know they're actually, like, paying attention to what you're saying. And, they're in a bad place right now, and they were talking in a way that I didn't like. They weren't threatening harm to themselves. They weren't threatening harm to others. But it was just a general lack of concern of their well-being. And I just, you know, I don't like that. And I want everyone to know that you matter. You know, someone out there loves you and would be terribly sad if you've done something to yourself. You might not think that, but there is. You know, I believe people are good, given the option to do good and evil. Most people will do good. Alright, so we're gonna go to the farmer's market and see if he bought it first. He might have just forgot that. If he's even still in the city. Oh, once again, drank some milk. I don't know why I never buckle my seatbelt in this truck. Whoa! That guy just cut right in front of me. Oh. Man, my character's vision. I got blurry-eyed for a second there. Oh, okay. Let's check here real quick to see if I got that money. He has not. Okay. I gotta remember to pull off. Hi, Mad Hatter. I have to remember to pull those off tonight if he doesn't. Otherwise, I don't want the city to have to pay me like they did last time. Because I don't know if they take it from the city, you know? Or what I mean by that is the alcohol got yeeted out of existence. So I got my 100K, but did the city get the money that the alcohol sold for? Or did the admin team just say, okay, drop it in the account? You know? And if the city doesn't get the money, then I don't want to sell the alcohol that way. But if I don't have it by the time I get off, Then I'll probably just wait till Lexi gets on later and be like, hey, put some alcohol up there. Bucket knows. Bucket was supposed to go get it. You know, I don't want to hound him. I'm not trying to be like, hey, give me my money. I did forget to take a picture of the Devastate yesterday. When I was in that server, I wanted to take a picture of it. Like, go find the paint job I did, go into the menu, you know? Take a picture of the paint job I had on it. That is... I want to say that's Snowy. Or Chris Williams. It's either Snowy or Chris Williams. I think that's Chris Williams. I haven't seen Chris Williams in a while. Let me put this chicken up. All right, then. Let's see if anything there is. There is. Now there's 11 people in the city. If no other restaurants are open, I could open for a few minutes. There is not. Let's open for a few minutes. We'll just make some chicken buckets. Get some of the spoiling chicken in here. EMS isn't open, so I know they're not gonna need food. I love that you can do 5 on this. But let's see what we got going on here right now. Anything going on Birdie or Trendy? Oh, I got the bug. Let's open a note. Supposedly this fixes it. It does. Well, no, I still have it, but... Birdie. Anything going on Birdie? LS Customs. Is that supposed to be them? Anyone want to do construction? Anyone from Los Santos? Open, looking to rise open. Okay, so nothing's going on Birdie. Nothing ever gets announced on Trendy, so we'll see. See, why is it from months ago? Like, I wish there was a way, like a settings or something, to where you can get from older ones. The best line in all of my trendy car videos so far, the one I get quoted the most is, it's got a transparent rear window and you got a fucking neck, figure it out. People love that line. Alright, let's get some chicken cooking. I got 18's not bad. Oh, I forgot to do that with this. Oh, well, too late now. Okay. Yeah, I know this isn't the most thrilling thing to watch, but it's something to do. I probably get one customer. I understand the position. They don't want people to just sit on the clock, draining the coffee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll cook these, and if nobody comes, I'll sell to the locals. I just was wondering if anybody needed, like, food quickly. By the time I cook all this, if I don't have a customer, then I don't have a customer. Something ain't right. Wait, no, everything's right. I'm just like, you know what? I need to start cooking. That would probably help. I'm distracted by reading something from work. Sorry, everyone. I've been watching, when I watch the restaurants videos like that, especially from the foreign countries, I look at the street stalls. Because they cook the food so fast, and it looks so amazing. I learned how to make a fluffy pancake. It's one of the Japanese, those thick, thick pancakes. I learned how to do that while watching one of those videos. Okay, so we have this here. I'm having to do a questionnaire. So I'm paying attention to two things at once. I'm having to look at something and then look back here. Watch. Sorry, I'm not too interested in right now. The faster I do this, the faster it's done. All right. Yeah, there's nobody. Yeah, but it's not doing anything for y'all. Y'all are just sitting here watching. Even though I'll be honest with y'all, I have watched a Mac stream where she's just 4 hours at the restaurant. Like, that's all she's doing. Is just at the restaurant talking. Alright, so I got these ready to go. Yeah, I saw that one person up here, and I was hoping they would be like, ooh, restaurant. But then if that is Chris Williams or Snowy, then they own Rex's. Like, they don't need to come up here for food. Maka's just in the gym. Well, Maka started a new cop character today, I think. I saw his before I started. So yeah, the first thing with the cop character, unfortunately, is you gotta friggin' do the gym. You gotta, like, get all those gyms done. Alright, over here. It is indeed, in fact, it has been bought. Because it shows up here, too. I think he needs a dancing cat in his life. I just put up a vacuum stand on the wall, and now I gotta test some shelves. You're not the only one, Miss Multitasking. Yeah. I think Bucket needs a dancing cat to make his day better. I think we all need a dancing cat to make our day better. What is that? Yeah, I'm about to go make them. Turn the locals on and be like, you know, there we go. Here's an interesting question. This is like he needs a Chinese money cat. I wish you could, like, browse the liveries on cars before you bought them here. Ooh. I would frick. Yeah. I'd be buying some dumb cars just so I can make it look nice. Take number 4, I guess. Three. I thought it was. Oh, hey, Danny Green. 4 months. Has it been 4 months? Thank you so much, Danny Green. I do appreciate that. I really do. I will take 4, 7, and 2. Yep, 4, 7, and 2. It's not so much a work email, it's more of a, one of my coworkers are bored and send out a dumb questionnaire that we all do. Kind of like a team building type thing. Hello, welcome to Up and Adam. How may I help you?
Me hungry.
Okay, I have chicken buckets and an assortment of drinks.
I have 2 meals.
Okay, give me a second. I'll get those ready for you.
Thank you, big boy.
Okay, well, I know Ralph's on. Buckets. Any preference on your drink, sir?
No.
Okay. I used to give him coffee. That's not Ralph. Sounds like Ralph. That's right, Ralph doesn't. I don't think Ralph's ever been in the city without screaming. All right, let me ring that up for you. All right, your total's on the register.
Okay.
All right, total's on the register. And I'll put the food in the tray. And there you go, sir. Thank you for shopping it Up and Adam.
Thank you.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
You want to know how you know if that's Ralph or not? He'll go check the trunk of the car. Does he not have gray hair? Emu Steven Seagal. That's not Ralph. Who is that then? If that's not Ralph. He is doing a very good accent of him. That's surely Ralph in disguise. I mean, I don't know. It might not be. It's not hard to do Ralph's accent. Anyone can do it. Oh, Michael Douglas, the 3 months. Thank you very much, Michael. Michael and Danny, thank you so much for your generosity. See, I told y'all, people will do good. People do good. People are good. I maintain that people are good. I have to be upbeat. I try to be polite to everyone in the city. Yeah, Danny Green sent one. James Goin Vows got one. That might be Maka, to be honest. Maka does know. He has hung out with Ralph enough. Big boy. Big boy Sota. I don't know how you say that club thing. I tried. Oh, you taking the piss? No, that's not. That's, I can't do Yorkshire accent. No one can fake I don't know. I don't know. Maka and Elite hang out in real life when they can. You know, Maka and Elite hang out in real life, so they know each other's mannerisms. So he could do it. That might be Maka. I know his character was supposed to be an Asian man, so the clothing makes sense. Is his hair not gray? I didn't watch his stream. I just saw the title of it, which was joining the force. I was actually looking at my phone for this when he walked in. I'm glad he said something. Oh my lord. I can't read that, but it's funny. Somebody's answer. I can't read it because it's patient confidentiality stuff. They're not giving anything away. We all know, like, patient names. But somebody made a funny joke. I can't give it away, though. We had a patient, it was a 84-year-old woman that wanted to transition into a man at 84. Wanted the surgery, wanted everything. That's probably not the oddest story, but that's the one we talk about when they ask us, like, what's a special case? An 84-year-old lady wanted to transition into being a man. Let's see, hot dog. See, she could change that to kebab if we do kebab. Just change it from hot dog to kebab. Chicken combo. That's for when she goes out on the food truck. Not in his eyes. That happens though. Like, there's a bunch of times I'll see people with purple hair, and then when I get closer to them, it'll change. But yeah, if anybody, I'll agree. There's only 2 people I would say could do Elite. Almost as good as Elite, and one of them would be Maka. I'm not gonna tell you who the other one is. I'll let y'all figure that out. I'll let y'all figure out who the other one. Happens with car lights too. Yep, exactly. The lights will be clear, and then you get close to them, and it's changed a different. I have black lights on my Abzo, whatever car. And because the world's gone crazy and the government allows it for money. But my car lights are black light on the Asbo, whatever it's called. But people have come up to me and say, why do you have yellow lights? And I'm like, they're not yellow, but in their eyes, they're yellow. So it happens. It might also be he has a graphics pack, and it's made his hair a different color. Because he doesn't have hair on Maka, remember? Maka's bald when he takes the mask off. He might have a graphics pack that makes his hair brown, or whatever color it is, but I don't use a graphics pack. I'm just running plain vanilla GTA graphics. Maybe if I could afford the programs, I would, but to be honest, I don't have the greatest memory in my computer. I need some more memory. And with it being expensive right now, actually, I just need to delete one game and I would free up half my computer space. It's not really true. It's running off of a personal hard drive, though. Like a portable. I'll stand outside for a minute, get some fresh night air. Could you imagine running? There was someone in my street dressed up like a giraffe. I had 20 people. It is a joke. Could you imagine if you worked at a fast food place and you were the only employee there? Good luck in buying RAM. Yeah, I know. It is. I'm not buying RAM at all. I'm not buying. Experts are saying that by the end of this year, though, the AI bubble's gonna pop. Like a lot of these companies that are starting up are just gonna fail, and or get bought up, and then the RAM will start going down. I know GTA 6 is causing some of the RAM problem as well, because people are buying it to upgrade their computers and their PlayStations. Like, if I have to buy a PS Pro to play GTA 6, then I probably won't play it. I'll probably just wait for PC. I'll take a streaming break or stream another City 5M that people are still playing. Because my computer's like 3 years old now, so it probably will need a upgrade to play GTA 6. The graphics, I think, are going to be crazy. Good job. I don't even know how much I have, to be honest. This is a pre-built gaming PC. I bought from a store. I never expected to start streaming. That's why I bought this one. And then I said, why not? I talked with a few people in the city, and they told me, why not? You know? What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen, they said, is that you'll sit there and talk to yourself for a few weeks, and then you'll get a dedicated 12, 13 people that'll come watch and talk with you. And you know what? That doesn't sound bad at all. That didn't sound bad at all. And Joey brought up this point 2 or 3 days ago. I stopped streaming, and I went and raided him. And I was listening to his stream while I was cooking. The reason he streams what he does is because he doesn't want to compete with Alana and Havoc. And in the morning when I stream, I mean, realistically, the only other person that streams normally is Maka. Nobody really streams this early in the morning. So, it's not that I have an audience, which kinda I do. But if nobody's streaming in the morning, then people are still doing stuff. I know y'all are interested in what everyone's doing. You know, why not? I'm gonna sit here for another 2 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, I'm gonna go inside, make all the chicken buckets, turn the locals on. I got 9 left, I think. Or no, I had 8. They're still selling drinks to locals. I just don't see it. You don't make a lot of money selling drinks to locals. Anything that you have to do 2 for 1, I'm not gonna do. Like, you have to sell 2 drinks to pay for the cost of 1 cup. If you sell 3 drinks, you've made $30. You bought the price of 2 cups. But you're never gonna break even. You're never gonna have a moment to where you've made more money than you've been spending. I have, but I don't want to come in and be like, well, I was running this restaurant. I know what I'm doing. I don't want to be that person. This is her business, and I stand behind the decisions she makes. I have convinced her to put kebab on the menu, though. I showed her how easy it was, and then she was like, you know what, I'm gonna make them. And she saw how easy it was, and she's like, oh my god, this is so easy. All you have to do is the tortillas, that's it. You don't have to pay attention to the ketchup. You don't have to pay attention to the brioche, the kebab meat. You already have the mustard. I mean, just all you gotta do is the tortillas. That's all you have to watch for. It's so easy. Well, I know, but not a lot of people stream at this time in the UK either. Well, technically you're not losing money. Technically. You're not. Technically you're making $10 off of every cup sold. But you're having to replenish cups. I can't replenish cups for her. So she has to buy them herself. So every time she goes to buy 100 cups, she has to go next door to the guy that's over there. And you have to buy them in hundreds. You can't buy them at more than 100 at a time. You can stand next to the guy and buy 500 cups. But you're gaining $10. Here, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And this is the big thing. This is why chicken buckets are what I make. It's exactly why chicken buckets. I make 2 chicken buckets from 1 piece of chicken. So one piece of chicken costs 20 bucks. Let's say $20. So every chicken bucket costs 10 bucks to make. I'm selling them to locals for $75. That's 65 bucks profit. With the drinks, you're making 25, but you're paying 15 for the cup. So you're making a $10 profit. If you have to pay 50, if one sale can't replace that cup that you sold, in my mind, I don't believe it's worth selling. I believe it's worth selling if one of the items replaces the cost of that item. Like if drink sold for 30, then I would say, okay, you're breaking even at that point. You know, one drink sells for $25, so if you sold 100 drinks, you made 250 bucks. And you'd had to pay $150 to replace all of those cups. For $2,000 and $1,500, you know, you made $500 off of 100 items. Whereas you'll make $75,000 extra off of the chicken bucket. It's just a cost per, you know, that, exactly, don't forget government taxes, yeah, all that. So you're probably breaking even selling the cup of water or soda. Whereas French fries, you're making money because they cost $5 and they sell for 50. So you're making 45 bucks. So every one French fry you sell will pay for 8 French fries, which is 2 potatoes. So you're making your money back. But the cups, drinks, you're almost breaking even. After taxes, you might be making $5 to $6 per cup. That's why I don't sell drinks at all when I'm selling vocals. All right, I said 2 minutes. It's been 5. So let's go turn them on. Sell these 8. I don't want to take advantage of the pay right now, like, you know, because this is coming out of bucket. Now, granted, I did sell him a ton of alcohol just now. But still, I want to go get that money and put it up. And I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get all the way down to 1 bucket. Someone's going to come in and be like, I need 5 of them. So I'm just going to close the store and sell to the locals this way. There we go. I locked it and unlocked it. I'm going to keep 1 for myself. So I'll sell 7. Whenever you leave a job, it leaves the radio. I don't know if that's on purpose or I don't know. Cups back. I'll take a milk since it's spoiling. I bring all the milk though. Then I don't charge it. This is for them. This is for if they need a drink at work. I don't need to open it right now though. $644. The tip is nice. Like when you sell to the local, you get a cash tip. It's anywhere between $1 and $10. And for like Gia selling 1,900 items, that would add up. But for me, I'm at like nothing right now, probably. Today is the last day of the month. Boujou passed me up yesterday. I know he did. Let's see, Boujou has, 674. I have 626. But, her with this, good lord. I gotta look back at the drive-thru window to make sure Joey's not there every now and then. Blame French for the alcohol bust. Sorry in advance. It's got mommy milk. Yeah. But blame Frenchie for the alcohol bust. No, I don't blame French. He had to do it. He had to do it. We had the ability. Let me put it this way. I had the ability to make 3,000 bottles of alcohol a day. A day. Okay? 3,000 bottles of alcohol is 1.5 million. Every single day. I would have been a billionaire by now. I would have had 4 houses, 25 cars, and still been a billionaire. They had to do it, and I agree with them for doing it. I mean, actually, if you were to go back and find where I was discussing this when I was streaming, I suggested more than what they did. Like, I suggested more than what they did. So they actually did a favor, but not following what I wanted them to do. But it's fair. The only thing that wasn't fair was the sake. That was a little ridiculous because at the end of the day, you would need like 3,000 empty slots to make 100 bottles, which meant you can only make like 300 before your farm was full up. Because you had other things you were doing, vodka and stuff like that. So they lowered it. Now it only takes like 2,400, which is doable. It's doable. The problem is, and always will be, that they're selling for the same amount. So, a wine is by far the easiest to make. By far. And sake, whiskey, all that, it takes a lot more ingredients, so it's a lot harder to make. Because you have to go do more. So even if the wine still only sold for 50, I'd be fine with that. Right now, I'm taking advantage of it, selling as much as it does. But I would be fine if he was like, oh, it's still 50 for wine, but it's 75 for like hard stuff. The problem is the beer. It still is not, even at 75K, it's not worth it to me to make the beer. It just takes up too much of my farm. The beer is like so many. I gotta go figure that out. Here, we're gonna stop. That's it. That's the last sale. We're gonna go turn the locals off so they don't just come into the restaurant piled up. The locals turn off when you get a certain distance. Okay, I already clocked out, so we're gonna head out the front door. Yeah, I'm not working. I don't care about the salary thing. Because I'm not working here for the money. I'm working here for the interaction, to meet people. Like, I just met, if that was Maka, I just met his pep character. I can now say that I've met him. Not that I know him, but that I've met him. You know, there's City, I didn't catch his name, so there's that. I could be like, oh, I don't know who it was, but I've met him. You know, that's in real life. There's people you don't know who they are, but you're like, I've met that person, but I don't know who they are. Or better yet, it's when you meet someone from like, we were at Walmart about a month ago, and I met someone from an old job I had, and I had no clue who he was. He started talking to us like he knew us, and he did. And it wasn't until, like, I looked in his eyes and I realized, oh, this is who that is. That's what we just had. If that was Maka, I could be like, I remember him from somewhere. Oh, I sold him food one time. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to go to farmer's market. I don't know if the money resets after tsunami. I want to test that. I might ask G if I can test that. Put like one item up for 20 bucks, buy it through Up and Atom, give her the money back, and then let the money sit in there and see if the tsunami affects that as well. Because I know it affects the food, but I don't know if it affects other stuff. There we go. 375K to your bank. And that's what Yeah, he gets 150 per 100, so that would be 3 for that, 450. Yeah, he just made... Whoa. He just made 750K for the city. Granted, that's a drop in the bucket, but it's still money that they didn't have, you know. Alright, seatbelt. I remembered this time. Yeah, I was gonna... You know what? I'll drive. I was telling Heather that yesterday. I'll drive from my farm to Roxwood, but I hardly ever drive from Roxwood to my farm. I'll always take the train to Sandy, but I usually never take the train to Roxwood. I usually drive up. It's easier driving up than it is driving down. Okay. When we were doing the hide and seek, everybody thought I was hiding here at the homeless camp. Like they had 4 people show up at the same time in the homeless camp looking. I don't know why they would, ooh, I might go to the hidden lake next time. That would be, I bet you there are people who don't even know that exists. That'd be a great place for a camping trip, too. If you could do camping trips here. Yeah, I don't think, I can even put, I take my first clue can be like, I love this hidden camping spot by the lake. Because people would be like, somebody might get it, I don't know. But, I mean, I'd basically tell them exactly where I was in the first clue. I might do that. I might, if she asks me to do it again, I might. I couldn't bring any vehicles, though. Like, I definitely couldn't get my RV. It would not fit at all. Okay, so I got like 3 or 4 paychecks as well, so. Deposit money, we're gonna put 380. And I am back over 1 million. And my bottles are... Why is it only 50? Is the machine broke? No, I think I should have way more than 50 bottles. It's supposed to do 5 every 5 minutes. Have I only been gone? Well, yeah, that's a good amount, I guess. If you catch with that carrot again, ask for his name. If he says it's Peter, Leslie, Hope, or Jerry, it's surely Ralph. Ralphie boy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do it with milk. Well, no, I'm probably gonna go get like an orange because it has to be something that the other restaurants won't want to buy. That's the thing. It has to be something that no other restaurant will want. And the oranges, yeah, let's go to an orange. Orange is right here. I pick up oranges and grapeseed, so. What else do I pick up in grapeseed? I can't put a hop up there. Yeah, let's do an orange. Turn on the farm. Transfer stock. We'll get 5. I hate getting 1 of any item. I can have fun with oranges. As if the money goes, then yeah, that would be an issue. That would mean I'd literally have to pull off everything. Then before I left. I don't think it does because I remember leaving stuff on and going to bed and then the next morning the money was there. but I'm not sure if, like, I don't know. And I'd like to know. If I'm gonna be putting alcohol on the farmer's market, I'd like to know. None of this, it could. Plus, it helps the server. Because as we all know, admins and dev, they watch streams to help us, right? Just to give us views and all that. So, sometimes they find out stuff here. Like, watching us, they'll find stuff out. Okay, there we go. You have collected the product. Is he pulling a gun? I thought he was pulling a gun. I was about to say, am I about to get shot? The guy in front of my farm? There's a guy in front of the barn. That where I get the truck from, not where I go in. Usually he's a big guy. One time I bumped into him, he pulled a gun out and shot me. Like, I didn't know he had a gun. I was like, what in the world? I was hoping the police would come for shots fired. But I don't think an NPC shots fired gets a call. Yeah, those are my rabbits, Christy and Gracie. They're my friends from MW that I'm friends with again now. I'm so happy about that. That's what my good mood is for today. It's because we were like sisters. We did everything together in that server. We hung out. If they were going through a problem, I was right there with it. If I had a problem, they were with it. They were just great people. Alright, so we're gonna take the 5 oranges. 12, 9, 4. So, what half of this? So I'm gonna lose 300 at least. So, yeah, I should be able to get to 3,000 grain to start the powder process when the glass is done. Hello? Nope, still just me. There is only 8 people in Redline at the moment. But no, I have an idea for a song, okay? It's not for me, it's for another someone. And then I also have this idea for someone. The problem is that this someone doesn't stream. So it would just like be a song that they could play in their own head. But if they start streaming, maybe they could. I have a song idea for someone who just started streaming. Y'all, you should all know who it is. I mean, it's pretty easy. If you followed me the past few days, I've been talking to him. But, the problem with, making a song for other people is I know what they show me, right? I know what they show me. I might not know some things about their character, like, little ticks they have or something like that. One of the persons I'm writing a song for, I'm pretty sure I know all the stuff and can add it in, but I don't want it to be like a wordy song. I want it to be a little long, probably like 3 or 4 minutes, not too long, right? But I don't want it to be like, my songs have a lot of lyrics, and they're meant to have a lot of lyrics. The music style I use lends to lyrics. And I thought about telling, my one thing I was gonna do, I was gonna tell Joey I was gonna make a song for him and then just make it like clown music from the carnival. No words, just the clown music from the carnival. But I thought that'd be mean. Because he likes to play around, he likes to joke around. I was gonna be like, here's some music to go along with your gameplay. And it was gonna be the clown theme music from the carnivals. I could do that to Ralph, though. Ralph would probably find that hilarious. Snow seatbelt. I almost passed out. I'm almost getting to where I'm passing out. I can imagine all of a sudden I just pass out on the road, not realize, no seatbelt, crash into something, wake up outside my car. Car's driving down the road. This is where most of my milk goes to, by the way, is during stress. Okay. So, we're gonna put Create listing. 1, 5, $100. So when Gia comes on, I'm gonna tell her, hey, look, I'm buying this. I'm gonna give you the 100 back, and I want to run a test. I think the money will stay. I'm pretty sure the money will stay. Aha, the window's already broke. Like I hotkeyed milk. That's how much I need it with the stress. It's in my hotkey now. It's 4. It's in my quick pockets. That's how much stress that I'm under driving back and forth now. And I do believe I'm injured. Last night I injured myself and I still haven't seen medical. I haven't walked around though like I'm hurt either. All right. All right, everyone. I know I told y'all earlier I had to end early today, an hour early. We got something to do today. Let me see who else. It's probably Maka. He'll probably be live. If he is, I'll send him over. Because we love Maka. He's one of our favorite people. We have... You know what? I really want to send y'all to RJ, but he's not in Redline. So, I'm sending to Maka. RJ's in Prodigy. Another one gone. I'm going to send y'all over to Maka. Tell him I said hi. I have to go. We got to get to church. We got to do all of that. Hey, come on, RJ. You know how it is. Redline for Redline. We know you know how it is. If y'all want to go, RJ's here. I'll be honest with you, RJ. I was probably going to go to your stream anyway until I have to leave. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't probably going to go to Maka. I was probably going to go watch you. But I will see y'all tomorrow. It might be a little bit of MW tomorrow morning, so I can get like pictures and show y'all what I'm trying to do. But I will see y'all all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of it. Have a, you know, it's a beautiful day outside. Even if it's raining, even if it's snowing, it's a beautiful day outside. Okay? Y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.